Sony Walkman has forever changed the way the world listens to music, civilized or otherwise. The Sony Walkman. The world hasn't been the same since.
Don feeds the chickens and Jacob plows.
What's poppin', bros? Give me a second to sit down.
I thought this was 80s. That looks like a 50s hat.
What's up, guys? It's the Totally Tubular. This shit's...
You
can curse, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
It's the 80s, so it's cool.
Yeah.
It's the
This
80s,
is YouTube,
so...
and also it's the 80s.
This is like totally radical. Can I just be like real with y'all? That wasn't really 80s. Cocaine.
Rad! And also... Let's talk about current events.
All right,
All the
dude.
kids love that. You get not gamers, bros.
I can't believe the Soviet Union, guys.
Hold on, we're not there yet.
Is still around.
Yeah, because it's summer 1989.
Man, I hope it doesn't go away anytime soon.
The
I'm
1989.
all about that Stalin.
The 1988 presidential election was the 51st quadrennial United States presidential election. It was held on Tuesday, November 8th, 1988. Incumbent Vice President George H.W. Bush, the Republican nominee, defeated Democratic Governor Michael Dukakis of Massachusetts. Dude, isn't that radical?
It was gnarly when he killed JFK.
awesome. The most popular shows right now are The Cosby Show. I love Bill Cosby.
Wait.
It's
Wait
1989.
I'm gonna love him
wait a minute.
forever,
You
too.
said that the election happened in November?
Of 1988.
Oh, of 88. Okay, I was about to say, hold up.
My bro can't remember shit. Cocaine. The Cosby Show is real popular right now on NBC.
Hope nothing
Great
happens
decision.
to Bill.
Next one is Roseanne. She's also great.
Yeah, not racist.
Cheers is also popular, with A Different World being fourth and America's Home Funniest Videos being fifth. That's
Everyone's
an old ass
gonna
show
remember
by
that third
today's
one.
standards. That show's still going on.
It is.
Emperor Hirohito was the 124th Emperor of Japan, according to the traditional order of succession, reigning from 25th December 1926 until his death on January 7th, 1989. Radical! He was succeeded by his eldest son, Akihito.
What are we doing?
In 1989, in Tiananmen Square, nothing happened. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons released in May of...
What's the dates?
In May of 1989, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons 2nd Edition.
Whoa!
Gnarly!
The best part about going to get Dungeons and Dragons is that my mom drives the brand new MX-5 Miata, unveiled on April 10th, February 10th, 1989, with a price tag of $14,000.
Oh my god!
That's a lot of money. Later this year, the Berlin Wall's gonna fall. I could read through time. Holy shit. In October
Is
of
that the
19...
cocaine?
It's the cocaine!
It turns out if you mix coke, heroin, and booze, you see through time.
On
Whoa!
November 27th, the first liver transplant's gonna happen.
I can't wait!
That's what we say in the
Okay.
80s.
Alcoholism.
You said that, I'm like, what?
Awesome! Radical!
You sound like fucking Cool
How's
Cat.
AIDS doing?
Tubular!
How's AIDS going? So
Just
far?
fine. Alright. Trevor, Andrew,
Fuck this shit.
thank you for being here for our second annual...
Is it annual?
Yeah.
I'm crying.
We did it last year. Don't cry.
I don't know if we're gonna do it.
Just soak up with some cocaine and some dollar bills that you have.
Gotcha.
Oh, my nose is bleeding. Let me use my one long fingernail.
Yeah,
Mm.
my coke finger.
I'm about to sneeze. Fuck. Fuck.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'm not going to.
Preparation.
So, for the films, we are watching Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
Selection by Andrew.
Yeah.
We are watching
UHF.
UHF. Selection by Trevor. And we're watching Back to the Future 2, a selection by me.
All released in '89.
Yes. And all released in the summer of '89, which is what we're specifically going after. So, you boys ready to start?
Sure.
Thanks for watching.
After that, I'm ready to do anything else.
You ready to do some cocaine off of hookers? We'll cut to the... So, Andrew,
Yes.
what movie did you recommend for us to watch?
Today we watched so far Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing. Anyways.
What a fucking horrible movie.
Oh, that was very good.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm going to beat you up because I don't like your race.
Yeah. The plot of the movie.
The plot of the movie. It was very, very good. It's one of those important...
Yeah.
Oh, get a just your eyeball.
There we go. I'm better.
There we go. It's one of those very important cultural moves that you need
It
to
is.
see at some point in your life.
And it's sad that it was made how many years ago? 30, 40?
30 now, yeah.
Yeah.
30 years ago. Still relevant.
And
Yeah,
nothing's changed.
Yeah,
Hey,
very
yeah.
relevant. Yeah. Honestly.
It goes to show that
the
change is
style,
very
the
slow.
style might be a little outdated because the 80s and stuff
Sure,
like
yeah.
that, but the message is still
I
just
mean, the biggest difference between the movie and modern times is people don't use jukeboxes or boomboxes anymore.
Yeah.
That's the main difference.
Yeah, there's really no other difference.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Good choice.
All right, thank you.
We,
Yeah. Is there anything else? Is there anything that we really?
I mean,
I
need
really
to talk
don't want to
about?
say much about it.
Yeah, if
honestly,
you haven't seen it, then you need to see it. It's
Mhm.
very, very
Totally.
good.
It's one of those I think everyone needs to see.
Yeah.
I think it's an
Ev-
important
like
movie.
absolutely everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
There was a lot of cultural Easter eggs, a lot of cultural tidbits.
true.
We had to Google a couple things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of messages
Yeah.
too.
It was definitely made for people who were alive during that time.
Yeah.
Which.
One thing we can't talk about with ease is the actors.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Great casting.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
You got John Turturro.
Uh,
You got Spike Lee.
yeah, we
um,
got
Samuel
Samuel
L.
Jackson.
what?
Samuel L.
I
Jackson.
can't even something Davis.
Hold on, I'm gonna
The
catch
mayor. I can't think of his name.
Ozzie Davis.
Ozzie Davis.
Yeah.
Thank you. I loved nearly every single character except for string
String
cheese
cheese.
man.
Cheese, yeah.
Yeah, all the characters are great.
And yeah, they're all different stereotypes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Every character.
I mean,
Man, rough.
it's just so hard to talk about.
But it's
honestly.
crazy. Also, we can't talk about this. It's crazy how quick the turnaround was.
Yeah.
That's the one day, by the way.
Yeah, it all happens within the span of a day.
Yeah.
And a night.
But
and
you
then
also
the
need
next
to-
day. After.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, the next day, like the last 5 minutes.
You need to keep in mind also that it's not like all that stuff came out of nowhere.
Right. Yeah.
They were all
Yeah.
racist towards each other, and they even gave like years and dates and all kinds of shit. And he says, "I built this place 25 years ago."
Yeah.
The Pops did
Right.
25 years ago, which means that I think it's safe to say that he's been in that neighborhood, the black neighborhood, for 25 years.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not always
and-
going to be like that
and
unless
there's still-
there's some kind of
And they still treat each other as outsiders.
yeah.
Despite living there for 25 years.
Yeah,
They consider
They
him
treat
an
each
outsider.
other as outsiders, even though he had been there for 25 years,
Yeah.
and the Korean people had only been there for a couple,
Right.
maybe 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still treat them like outsiders, no matter how long they had been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the real thing, like Malcolm X has said, is that it's the power that you need to be fighting. The cops who actually,
Yeah.
spoilers, killed the character that caused the whole thing.
True. Yeah, and then instead they go after
They go
someone in
after-
a very similar situation
Yeah,
to them.
they're
where
in the exact
he's
same
not a
situation.
rich person,
Yeah,
and
he
he has
like
very little to do with anything.
yeah. he didn't. That
Yeah.
that was the worst part. Like
He was involved; it wasn't his fault. Like, in the
exactly.
slightest.
Yeah,
He had
Yeah.
no control over what the cops did, and
The-
they.
and again,
punished him.
it kind of all loops back to that one guy that just wanted. He wanted like
he wanted a brother on the wall.
he wanted a
Yeah.
brother on the Wall of Fame.
Yeah.
And
I don't think and we didn't see him for this movie after that because he got thrown in jail.
yeah.
Right.
So
He was
I mean,
arrested.
he was arrested.
His friend
Radio
was killed.
Radio Raheem was killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
I don't get that. Even some of the cops weren't they
Yeah,
saying,
they're like,
"Hey,
stop, dude." He's
Yeah,
like, shut
stop.
up, and you choked him out.
But all it
Bingo,
takes is
pretty
that
much.
one cop,
Yep.
and still prevalent today. You can Google search
Oh, totally.
police violence, and you can find something in the past month. I
Like,
guarantee
most
it.
police violence is one really bad cop,
Yeah.
and all of his cop friends just let him do it.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
Most violence.
Yeah,
So
that's how it all happens.
Yeah.
And all it takes is one guy not getting what he wants, boycotting a place,
Yeah.
getting somebody tough enough to go with them fighting back.
And no one says please in the entire movie.
Yeah,
No one is polite to anyone
yeah,
the entire time.
no, yeah."
Everything's just
I
met with
noticed that.
confrontation and yelling
exactly.
instead
yeah.
of like.
And
Oh,
you
hey,
can say,
hey, what do you think about putting a black guy on the wall? I
Yeah,
think that'd
exactly.
That'd be a cool idea. And have a conversation about it. Say, hey, put a fucking black guy on the wall, or I'm
There
boycotting.
ain't no brothers on the wall, motherfucker. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's how it all starts.
Communication is
And
a good
and
thing.
you can say like, well, it's part of the culture. That culture leads to a building being burnt
Yeah,
down,
true.
somebody being killed by the police,
Yeah.
and then
Of course
30
it
years
does.
later, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, it just happens. You know?
Yeah.
It's a loop.
Yeah, it's a loop.
Hey guys, I just be nice to each other.
Yeah. Hey,
That's going to get
hey,
me strung up by the fucking neck.
maybe you should
It
do
helps.
the right thing.
It's a nice starting point. Yeah,
What?
that's
one
why
thi-
it's called that.
yeah, exactly. Do the right thing.
Yeah,
the right thing
just-
is
Is not burning down a building and not.
well, the right
hang-
thing.
not
The
killing
right thing
someone.
to start, obviously, is to not be racist. But
Sure.
if you're Mookie in that situation already existing, you do what John Turturro's character said: speak brother to him.
Right.
You tell him there's a stupid thing to do. It doesn't make any sense. Not, hey, I'll talk to you later. He didn't even mention it at all.
Right.
He didn't talk to
Yeah.
him about the whole boycotting
Mm-hmm.
Sal's Pizza thing at all. He did not say it. He did not mention it.
No.
And he didn't talk about it throughout the entire movie at all. But then whenever it happened, he was right there with it. He was watching it happen. He even instigated the rioting.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
He's the one who threw the.
so you can stand by and let it happen, or you can, and do something about it. That's really all it comes down to.
True.
Yeah.
You think you got it like that, bro? Got a chocolate? Let's go, motherfucker! Turn up! Inferno! Inferno, man! Blow it! Blow it away!
Hello. Gotham Corner Store? Yes, we seem to be down to our last Diet Coke. A gentleman is on his way to pick some up. Just look for a black car. No, this black car will be rather difficult to miss. And by the way, the gentleman is usually in quite a rush.
Just for the taste of it, Diet Coke!
So, fellas,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor, what movie
fella.
did you subject us to?
UHF. UHF. Which stands for what is it again?
Ultra high frequency.
Ultra high
It
frequency.
refers to the higher band of television channels,
Yes.
such as 62, for instance.
That movie rocked. It was really good.
It starred Weird Al Yankovic.
I think he's Yankovic. Is how he says it.
Is it
No,
Pretty sure he does.
is
I
it
have it on my phone.
Yankovic or Yankovic?
Yankovic,
Yankovic.
because it's Jewish.
Okay.
That's not.
Dude, you can't say that.
That's not news to anybody.
You can't say that, dude.
Well, we'll throw up on screen anyway. The JoJo reference.
All right, well, I'm gonna play it for you right
Go
now.
ahead, play it right now.
He does say
Uncle
Yankovic.
Cool. Yeah, I know. I have
Okay.
a perfect memory
Oh
of
my
JoJo
God.
references.
I know every JoJo line.
How many JoJos do you collect?
All of them.
All 5 of them that we have right now.
Okay, so that was a movie that we
Yeah.
watched.
It was good. I really enjoyed it.
It
I
was.
did as well.
I love watching a power fantasy film every once in a while.
Yeah, it was really fantasy fulfillment, especially at the end Whereas like the bad guy got defeated and then like fucking
And
humiliated.
way possible, yeah.
And then like the
I
other guy, like,
honestly
fell in the
had
mud.
no idea what the story was.
Me neither.
I was
Yeah, I had
just
no
like,
clue.
there's a movie that Weird Al made, and it came out the same year that we are talking about. So I'm like, you know what? Might as well.
There was a so towards the end there was a Vietnam action sequence.
Kind of like Predator.
Rambo.
Yeah, it was
Very
like
similar to
Rambo.
or Predator.
And at the very beginning was honestly my favorite part where he has a bow and arrow. He's slowly walking up to a guy just opening up fire. And he's standing like 10 feet away. Or no, like 5 feet away. And he slowly adds it. And the guy's like at point blank shooting and missing. And he loses it and the guy just fucking explodes.
He explodes, yeah.
That's
He
such a
turns
good
into a
scene.
mannequin explosion.
It was great.
Oh, some of the commercials, the
commercials
spatula,
were great.
the spatula commercial,
Oh, yeah.
the morgue commercial
oh, God,
was
Conan the Librarian.
yeah,
That was so good.
The commercials like that are great. It reminds me of like the RoboCop, like ridiculous heightened reality stuff. With
Yeah.
RoboCop.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
also
sorry.
like really,
cool.
really, really good.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that because they're very poignant and they say something about society and reality.
It does.
This one is definitely
This really says something about
It has one message I feel like, and it's that if any message, it's like people will watch anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
to
I
be
guess.
fair, I would love to watch any show that's in RoboCop. Like, I'll buy that for $1. I'd love to
Yeah.
watch that
Yeah.
show. I'd love to watch that. I would love to watch the Conan the Librarian show. There's quite a handful of shows in those universes I would love to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this had a message at all. I think it was just
Sure.
dumb for the sake of
I-
being dumb.
I think so.
I think the message was open up your own TV station and you'll get a girlfriend.
We found the UHF in all of us.
Exactly.
Wow. The real UHF
UHF
was the
the
friends
trip
made
we
along the way.
So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was great. The
Mhm.
cast was great also. I did not know that the cast was going to be, well,
All star.
well, relatively.
We got Bozo the Clown, guys.
There was a monkey.
There was a monkey,
Yeah.
yes.
There was that one guy who sings the Amish Paradise song. What's his name? That dude. Yeah, he's in it.
It has Michael Richards, who's more well known for playing Kramer in Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fran Drescher, known for being,
Fran
Drescher.
Yeah, literally.
yeah. Weird Al,
Hmm.
Known for
Known for this movie.
known for known
and
for this
his
movie.
music.
Known for being a cool dude.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, by the way,
Known for that one
this
episode
is
of Game of Thrones.
for you two and for all our listeners out there. If you get a chance to see Weird Al in concert, take it.
Okay.
Any more thoughts about the film?
About
Besides
the film.
how
that-
damn good it was.
It was done good.
I love that.
I mean,
whenever he
it
tried
was
to
funny.
The helicopter. It
It's-
was continually being assailed.
Yes.
But it was no extra issue.
Yeah.
He had a machine gun that had no ammo in it, no
Yeah.
butts in it.
Yeah. And he just they always fell over. It was so good.
I liked
He
the
caught the bullet in
opening.
his mouth.
He caught the bullet with
and
the
then
casing.
spit out, and then with the casing
and
still
then
on
spit
it.
out multiple bullets.
Yeah, I love that.
I think he chewed him up. I think he chewed it
Probably.
up and was,
It's like a yeah. Makes
Kind of like in
sense.
Titanfall or
That makes
something.
sense. That's logical.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Your explanation does.
There's no logic in this film.
There's so much logic. Remember the point where the alien went back
Yeah.
home? But that was such a,
No, the
best
thing
part, that was
is,
so unnecessary.
they-
Yes,
like not
yeah.
even a plot line. Like I'm an alien out the way. All right, later. Like cool.
Weird Al just like, cool, have fun.
Yeah. It's like
I
The
think
reactions to some scenes are fucking
Yeah.
hilarious. Whenever Weird Al meets Fran for the first time,
yeah.
and then she's going on, he's like, "Okay, and this is my friend."
there are like multiple cuts
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
between like his face just staying just perpetually like
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
and she's just going on and on
He's
and
like, this is
on.
the worst job I've ever had. I don't know why anyone ever want this job. I thought I'd be promoted by now. And he's like, okay, and this is my friend.
What are you supposed to say to that?
Yeah, honestly, it's like, cool.
Sucks. And this is my friend.
Yeah.
We're the new managers. Yeah, that was great.
I liked the opening, not because of Indiana Jones. I love Indiana Jones, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, it was just it really set up the world.
It did. It did. Where he started running, he was going through like all the different cities.
It sounds dumb
Mhm.
for a movie like this,
but it set up the rest of the film.
It's set up
gonna be like, yeah.
Like when he removed a man's arm with a whip.
and he didn't even scream. He was just like,
yeah.
Like someone got their thumb cut off, like blood was spurting.
Someone got the hole punched through them.
Someone got cut in half by Conan. Like it was like really surprisingly gory and just like the weirdest.
I mean, I think it was PG-13.
Okay. I mean, sure.
Well,
It's cartoony violence.
Yeah, it was, but it was still funny where a man got
Animated
cut in
violence.
half. Like,
Yeah, the guy
oh my
got a
God.
hole punched through him like a monk in D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, Town Talk. The whole Town Talk.
Town Talk was great. the Nazis and the KKK and the serial killer.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The Nazi lesbians got abducted by aliens and forced to go on weight loss programs. No, Nazi lesbian hookers. Specifically.
Yes.
Yeah. Nazi lesbian hookers abducted by aliens.
Oh,
my god.
man. I feel like that's natural progression from a RoboCop type thing.
Yeah.
Where it's
Honestly.
like I always think of RoboCop when it's like when the mayor is holding a town hall by gunpoint, and then he's talking to the chief of police, and he's like, "Well, what do you want? I want a shitty car that gets shitty gas mileage, big seats, and a big engine." And he's like, "How about the 3000 SUX? Yeah, don't jerk me off." It's basically what I think of whenever I see stuff like this from that time period. We don't get things like this anymore.
Yeah.
No, because they just want to be like, oh, you know what this is? Reference.
Yeah.
Reference.
Yeah.
The reason Deadpool works is because it feels like a superhero movie.
Exactly.
This feels like one of those just like
batshit insane movies.
batshit
It feels
insane
like a
movies.
Pee Wee Herman,
Yeah,
Pee Wee's Big Adventure, a RoboCop. It feels like one of those films.
but it takes it to a whole nother level. That's
Exactly.
that's how you do parody. You make it feel like
true.
what you're parodying. That's why his music is so funny.
Exactly.
It is almost verbatim.
Yeah, he's beyond qualified to make parody music.
Yeah.
It's crazy thinking that the same year Thriller came out, and the next year I think is when he did the parody for Thriller and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't think he did Thriller.
He did beat it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
beat it.
And
that's what
Michael Jackson approved of it, which
Yeah,
was one of the big
that's
reasons
another-
he became popular.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Every song he parodies, he gets the artist's permission.
Yeah.
It's like,
He doesn't technically have to.
he doesn't have to.
He does
But
not
he
technically
does.
have to, but he does
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to make anyone mad.
Yeah.
Right, you don't. Yeah.
The
you don't wanna
guy,
piss
the
off
guy
people.
that did Riding Dirty, I'm pretty sure he was one of the ones where it's like, I would be honored if we parodied my
please.
song.
Yeah, you're more famous than I am. So please, yeah.
Yeah.
Riding Dirty, no doubt, got a major boost in sales from White and Nerdy.
Definitely.
There's
I
no
remember
Yeah.
that YouTube video came out also.
Yeah.
I'm just too wide and nerdy.
Yeah, exactly.
That is my theme song.
It is your theme song.
It is my theme song. It is my personal.
It's a good song.
It's a very good song. So, anything else about UHF?
No, but I do have another funny anecdote about Weird Al's music.
Yes.
The guy
Once we cut
who
it off when you start. He goes.
the guy who sings American Pie. He
Don
get-
McLean.
Yeah, Don
Yeah.
McLean. Thank you. He
Didn't you go to a Don McLean concert?
yes.
And you forgot his name.
Well, he didn't meet him. He passed right by him.
Yeah.
You walked by him.
I
and go,
was
Yeah.
no,
You didn't
I was
recognize him?
tired. My head was down, and I wasn't even thinking.
I wouldn't,
I'm like,
I
just
wouldn't
want-
recognize Don McLean unless he
I
looks
don't
like he
know.
does on the cover of American Pie, which he doesn't because he's old.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know what either, yeah.
So I was walking, and then I like bumped his shoulder, but like I
You
wasn't
touched
even-
Don McLean?
Yeah. Hey.
I've never
But-
watched the shoulder again.
Yeah, but I just didn't look up. That's
Nice.
the big
You're on your
the
phone.
big reason.
Damn millennials always on their damn phone.
I wasn't even on my phone. I was just like, it's like
watching your feet.
it's like midnight in Nashville, and I
Yeah.
want to
You
go
don't,
the
you
fuck
don't want to make
home.
eye contact with any scary old people.
Exactly.
Especially when they play music.
And
No.
I just
They usually want
about me forgetting his name. I'm horrible with names.
Fair.
Just
Yeah.
period. So, anyways, Don McLean, he actually has stated that in the past, sometimes he wants to sing the Weird Al
lyrics.
lyrics.
That'd be
Oh,
funny.
What is that one called? It's like just
I don't know actually. I know he did a parody of American Pie.
soon I'm gonna be a Jedi.
I have no idea.
Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi.
I haven't listened to Weird Al songs in a long time, truthfully.
Yeah. I just can't think of the name of the song, but it's just recapping episode 1.
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know. That is very funny.
It's a great song, but I just think it's funny that sometimes
Well,
the
you gotta-
artist that created
Yeah.
the tune and wrote
Yeah.
the original song is
Well,
like,
sometimes you got to pull a Rick Riordan, where you don't watch the movies because you know it will influence your decisions as well.
exactly.
Me, you saw Rick Riordan live.
We did.
In concert.
Yeah, sure.
He's a one-man wrecking crew. But he also knows how to party.
Give me a steak, medium rare.
Hey, Baldy!
There is only one law. His law. Gandhi 2.
There's a duel going on at Taco Bell. The biggest appetites are shooting it out with our original taco for just 49 cents. All the tacos you want at a price you can handle. 49 cents each. All day, every day. When it comes to getting your fill for less, nobody beats the border. Taco Bell has the roar, make a ride for the border.
So,
Back to the Future. What movie did you recommend, Elisha?
I thought you'd never ask. Back to the Future too.
What the hell is going on here?
We didn't start with one.
Nope, it wasn't made in 1989. And we have already seen Back to the Future 1.
It didn't fit our stringent criteria.
Exactly, yes.
It's okay. I'll get over it.
But
I believe, I'll go ahead and say it, this movie is in Terminator 2 territory, where the sequel is better than the original.
I don't think it's Terminator 2 territory
Alright.
because Terminator to Terminator 2 is like night and day. Not saying that Terminator is bad,
Sure.
but it is a
Significant
significant
leap, yeah.
that's what the best one is. Terminator Genesis. Is the best one.
Terminator Genesis.
The most recent. I think-
before the new reboot.
Yeah. Yeah, they did the "Come with me if you want to live" thing again. It's like, oh, remember the movies?
Oh,
the good
remember
ones?
that?
Remember the good movies? And he's like, oh, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm the Terminator again, and we gotta kill Skynet or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what happened in that movie. I just remember it was bad.
I've only seen 2 of them, and it's T1
And
T2.
T2, same.
The good ones.
I've only
Yeah.
seen 2 aliens. It's Alien and Aliens.
The good one.
I haven't even seen
yeah.
those, and I really need to.
The first one's really good. I haven't seen the second one.
Anyway, Back to the
Alien, you haven't
Future.
seen second Aliens?
I have not seen either Alien.
We need to watch them. They're not
I
that
know.
scary.
I mean,
they're not
it's
scary
not
at all.
bad. I just
Like,
haven't gotten around to
There's
it.
like one point where you're like, I'm kind of spooked now.
There's really good sci-fi films.
Back to the
okay.
Future.
This
Back
is a
to the
podcast
Future 2
about
is so
Back
good.
to the Future.
Back to the Future 2 is so good.
I agree.
I
It
haven't
is-
seen it in like about 10 years probably. So I forget how good it was. It felt short also.
Yeah,
Like what,
it's
an hour and
like
a
an
half?
hour 40.
Yeah, it is.
It feels short.
An hour 48 minutes.
Really? It felt short.
Allow me to give
Yeah.
my opinions on this film.
Go ahead, Andrew.
He's got a script.
No, I don't know why.
No.
All right.
He's looking up.
In my
Roger
opinion,
Ebert's,
in this zany sequel, time traveling duo Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox, and Dr. Emmett Brown, Christopher Lloyd, return from saving Marty's future son from disaster, only to discover that their own time. This is spoilers, so I'm not going to continue with my opinion of the movie.
This is one of the most popular movies of all time. If they have not seen this movie,
They are. Insert bad word here.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
they
Oh,
are-
Harris. It's YouTube.
I was gonna call him something.
then be gone with you.
What are you going to call
Anyways, Back to the Future.
him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
What
were
a
we?
good movie. It's so good. There's callback to the original. Great.
There's
And the setup for the next one.
foreshadowing.
Half the
Right.
movie is a callback to the original.
Half the movie.
I mean, that's kind
Yes,
of
the point, but yeah.
I love the future stuff. I wish we had more movie of the future
yeah,
stuff.
the far-flung future of 2015.
2015.
4 years ago, but for us it's the future because we're in 1989.
Yeah, I know.
As you can tell by the decor.
If you break RP one more time, you will not be watching another movie for the rest of this
By the way,
movie watching party.
By the way, this is at midnight, and I'm at
It's
least
been a long
tired.
day.
I'm tired, so I'm goofier and weirder.
I've had
than
2
usual.
strawberry daiquiris.
Alcoholist.
Yes, that's right. Alcohol full daiquiris.
Yes.
Yes, it was half rum actually.
Andrew likes to act like he can hold his liquor better than he actually can.
Yeah, I cannot hold.
He's also underage.
No, but
Exactly.
I'm like at least 19.
8/19.
19.
Okay,
Do
so
we have any thoughts for the movie besides
honestly-
like this? Just see the whole trilogy.
yeah, the whole
The second
trilogy.
one, the whole trilogy.
Biff Tannen is a
Is the-
hoot and a holler.
He's a hoot and a nanny.
Exactly.
I
he
love-
is so much fun to quote, so much fun to act like.
Yes.
Like, not
Griff
actually
also.
act like.
No, but like
Yeah, everyone should
Mimic,
emulate
yeah.
Biff. In their
Everyone.
especially old Biff.
especially old Biff. I
Just
can think
beat
of
up
someone
your
who's
brain.
emulating
Which
old
Biff is your favorite? Date rape 1950s Biff?
Uh-huh.
1980s Donald Trump Biff?
Normal rape Biff.
Normal rape Biff? 1950s rape Biff?
Yeah.
Or Biff or Griff that just wants to beat punks up?
What about 1980s Biff from the original timeline? Where he just like, he's Biff but old.
Yes, Biff but old.
Biff,
Pick your favorite Biff.
but older.
It's a good Biff.
I mean, obviously, it's Buford. What is it?
Mad Dog
Mad
Tannen.
Dog Tannen. Buford Mad Dog Tannen. He did not show up in this.
I'm calling
well,
you
he-
Yeller.
He kind of showed up in this movie.
Yeah, they did the whole.
They name dropped
They-
him and had a picture of him.
They did.
Yeah.
What was in the end credits? In the post credits.
No, it was during the museum.
But it wasn't. So they pulled a. Well, I guess it's not so common to do. It's
I mean, they
very
did it in
rare
Captain
cases.
America, so
Yes, but what I'm specifically referencing is they filmed the first one and then filmed the next one immediately after they finished filming the first one. They did that with Pirates of the Caribbean 2 and 3, I think. They did that with these two. They did it with a handful of things.
Infinity War
and
and
Endgame.
I think
Because the turnaround was so fast. And you have all the actors. You might as well
all,
just
all
keep going.
three of the Hobbit movies were like that.
Yeah, filmed in succession.
Those are bad.
I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen them either.
The books are better.
Yeah, I heard that they're okay.
They fit like they add like characters in the movies.
They add too much, is what everyone.
They add
says
like
the
a
issue is.
romance that doesn't make sense. And
Yeah,
it's just not good. You know what is
Um,
good? The books.
I'm going to strangle you if you talk about something else besides the movie.
Yes. Let us.
How's your day today?
I watched Back to the Future 2.
That's what I like to hear.
You know, I really like the part where Marty McFly cannibalized his future self to gain his knowledge and powers. I thought that was really interesting and like a really good critique on modern society.
It is really funny how he's not even like the hero of the story; he's just the main character. In the end,
Yeah.
he does the redemption of burning the sports almanac.
He did.
Yeah.
And
But
we don't
all this-
even have like a plot either.
All this is his fault, though.
I forgot why they went
He
went
unfucked.
to 2015 in the first
Unfucked
place.
his errors.
Exactly. He went to 2015 to get
Save his
Martin
son.
McFly Jr. out of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
the
then
whole
he's like,
which
"Oh,
turned-
wow,
which
I'm
turned
gonna
to the-
gamble on sports."
Exactly, yeah. And then at
Yeah.
the end of the movie, he realized that's a bad idea.
Yeah. I don't really know what my favorite part was because like it was just
The whole
like,
movie's just good.
yeah, there wasn't like any particular highs
I
or
mean,
lows.
Elijah
Yeah.
Wood.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Elijah Wood's
Yeah.
funny.
Elijah Wood. Oh,
Little baby Elijah
no,
Wood.
never mind. I was going to say the lightning strike at the very end, and I go,
Oh,
we
And
will
then-
not.
and the deleted
won't
scenes.
In-
We'll put
in
it
a
on the.
deleted
It'll be on the
scene.
DVD.
Yes,
it's on the VHS copy.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
VHS and I want to get a VHS recorder and I want to play this on YouTube or whatever on my TV and then VHS record it onto.
We'll put on the laser
I want to
disc.
try to do that.
Oh yeah, the laser discs.
What's a laser disc?
When were laser discs invented?
Well, the
1980 something or another.
laser
Yeah,
discs
we're-
in the trash in 2015.
That is really funny.
Yeah.
So they like had just recently gotten rid of them, or they just had them left
I don't even
over,
know.
Or was it they're like a,
We use
a whole
USB
day?
now.
We do use USB. We don't use the thing from
We use
from
streaming. We use the
From
cloud.
RoboCop.
yeah from RoboCop where it's like
The
a
spike.
giant spike.
Yeah,
No,
you
we-
shouldn't use cables that can kill people.
We use
just bad.
the cloud.
We use the cloud. Wow.
CD was invented in 1982.
Whoa.
Oh.
Well, cassette tapes were invented in like the 60s. Invented, not widely available. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's a big difference.
Thank you, Sony, for inventing everything that we use today.
Thank you, Sony.
This episode was sponsored by Sony.
1962 is when Philips invented the compact cassette medium for audio storage.
Remember Philips? What do they do nowadays besides make bad screws?
Make light bulbs.
We talking about Philips CDI here?
Or? Oh, dude. Make the wand of Gamelon? Man, that was a thing that existed.
Hotel Mario?
Hotel Mario?
Some of the best YouTube poops come out of
this is
Hotel
now
Mario.
This is now a Philips CDI Let's Play channel. So
Back to the Future 2.
for the Philips CDI. You can play as Marty McFly.
Anyways, Marty is a fun character to watch as well. Doc also.
There's just a wonderful dynamic.
Yes, Marty and Doc, even after the bastardization that Rick and Morty has done to that whole dynamic.
Yeah.
In pop culture, anyway.
In pop culture, me and Andrew really enjoy the show Rick and Morty.
It's a good show.
The memery that came from the Szechuan sauce business was fucking amazing.
Where's my Szechuan sauce?
It was funny at first.
At first?
At first.
It's still funny now. Let's cut to a clip.
Wait, you guys have no Szechuan sauce? No. I want Szechuan sauce. Where's my Szechuan sauce? I'm Pickle Rick. What below dum dum? I'm Pickle Rick.
No, I can't even enjoy Rick and Morty because of all the memes.
You know why I can't enjoy Rick and Morty? It doesn't have a high enough IQ.
Look,
buddy.
High IQ. I like you too.
Listen,
I went back to the 1930s.
Elisha and I, 500 IQ.
Okay, yes.
So,
thank you.
If you don't have an IQ of such caliber, you can't enjoy
The thing
Rick
is,
and Morty.
I get the jokes.
Yeah.
I just, because of the memes, because of the fans, I cannot enjoy it.
Freeze frame. Get a load of this guy not giving me high five. Anyway. Remember that time you hit my finger at the radio station?
Yeah.
All of a sudden I'm thinking of Mike Wazowski.
That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, you bit me. I'll do it again. Any thoughts about Back to the Future 2?
Good.
It's a great film.
It's
Watch the whole trilogy.
I laughed. I cried.
Let's make a time travel sketch.
All right.
yes.
All right. Wait.
Fun.
I am
All right.
in.
All right. Okay. Get like this frame. Okay. Hey guys, I'm from the future. Whoa!
Oh!
Alright, and just make
Where
sure
did-
I'm edited to be right there.
Okay, I was going to ask you where past Andrew went, but he's obviously right here.
So I'm gonna react right now. Whoa! There you go.
I don't think I want to edit that. I don't think I want to edit that, actually.
Well, you should. If you knew how to edit, you did. But
Do we have anything else to talk about? This Elisha out of character.
Honestly,
This Elisha that wants to go to bed in a few minutes.
thank
I
you for
can't
watching Third Opinion Media. Be sure to support our Patreon.
this is such a weird outro.
Well, it is only because
Buy our mixtape.
I'm tired. Because we're tired.
Bye.
We don't film this late
It
for
is
a reason.
12 o'clock.
We don't
Buy
film this
Third
late for a
Opinion
reason.
merch.
Yes.
I do want a third opinion. I do want to make t-shirts for all of us.
I can do it.
That'd be fun.
I will make them only in 3XL.
Nice.
Yeah, for third XL opinion.
That's the reason, not because I love to wear 3XL shirts.
That's right.
The real
So
reason.
buy Third Opinion shirts out now at your local Walgreens.
Yeah. We'll probably film local Walgreens. I hate Walgreens. Rite Aid's better.
Yeah.
whoa.
Oh yeah, our sponsor. Yeah. Your
Yeah.
local Rite Aid, sponsored by Third Opinion Media.
We sponsor them.
Yeah, we sponsor them. We give them
I
money.
touched my
Now
eyes again.
available at your local Mapco.
Oh, no.
Mapco, home of Third Opinion Media merch.
I like Mapco. I get a ton of reward points for doing gas there.
Anyways, great movie. Bunch of callbacks, bunch of laughs, bunch of goofs,
Yeah.
bunch of great characters.
AT&T.
McFly!
Fujitsu-san, konnichiwa!
McFly! I was monitoring that scan you just interfaced. You are terminated!
Terminate.
Eyewitness News is next, and coming up, a warm welcome in Poland for America's president as George Bush kicks off an historic trip to Eastern Europe. And we've got some sad news for you about that stray dolphin that captured the heart and imagination of so many New Yorkers.
Also ahead tonight on Eyewitness News, an heroic rescue of a teenager impaled on a fence that has to be removed to save the boy's life. And one night after angry confrontations in Tompkins Square Park, there is a tense quiet. Those stories and much more next on Eyewitness News.
It seemed like a different era. Diners were popular. Rock and roll was in. The air was charged with the power of positive thinking. Style was in style. And Mazda introduced the Miata. A ragtop, a two-seater, a true roadster. Everyone seemed to be feeling pretty good. The new Mazda Miata. It not only gives you a glimpse of 1990, it takes you back as well.
Controversial movie maker Spike Lee tomorrow on The Oprah Winfrey Show.
This is Channel 7 Eyewitness News with Tim Fleischer and Rolando Watts, Scott Clark with sports, Sam Champion with the weather, and the Eyewitness News team. Now, Eyewitness News.
Good evening, I'm Tim Fleischer, and here's what's happening. President Bush is in Poland, his visit an historic one, as he stresses political reforms and pushes his campaign for human rights behind the Iron Curtain. Stepping off Air Force One, he received a warm welcome from Polish officials, including Communist Party leader Wojciech Jaruzelski. President Bush comes to Poland at a time when this society is far more open than before. Even in his welcoming remarks, General Jaruzelski told the president, "You're coming to a land which a process of fundamental change is underway." The president picked up on that theme.
Poland has started along an ascending path of change, democratic change, and this climb is exhilarating, but not always easy, and will require further sacrifices.
That reference was to the Polish economy in disastrous shape. President Bush is expected to offer some economic help, but not all the Polish people would like to see. President Bush's visit already appears to be going much smoother than the 1977 visit made by then-President Jimmy Carter. Mr. Carter's interpreter botched his welcoming remarks about coming to befriend the Polish people, translating it as coming to have carnal knowledge of the Poles. Also, the interpreter had Mr. Carter saying he had defected to Poland when in fact he had said he had only journeyed there. As the president flew to Eastern Europe, observances here at home were held to remember those trapped behind the Iron Curtain. Several hundred people marched down Fifth Avenue to call attention to Captive Nations Week. The group, representing more than 30 countries living under dictatorship, say it hopes the Bush trip will lead to social and political reforms in communist countries. The march ended at St. Patrick's Cathedral, where a prayer service was held.
And Tim, that bottlenose dolphin that captured the hearts and imagination of so many of us here in the city has been found dead in the Hudson River. The dolphin first showed up in the East River on June 20th, and marine scientists tried for 11 days to herd it out to open seas. The condition of the 5-foot gray dolphin apparently had deteriorated over the last week, with its skin peeling because of a lack of salt in the water and its sonar impaired. A yachtsman found the dolphin floating in the Hudson near Garrison, New York this afternoon. Scientists will perform an autopsy to determine the exact cause of the dolphin's death. And the Queens teenager impaled for 90 minutes yesterday on a wrought iron fence is making a slow recovery tonight at the City Hospital Center in Elmhurst. He's in guarded but stable condition after 8 hours of delicate surgery. 15-year-old Julio Castillo had to be cut loose along with a big chunk of the fence after a spike went into his face as he tried to retrieve a ball. Rescue firemen did that task.
The whole thing, cutting, took us roughly, stopping and stabilizing us, took us about 20 minutes. Actual cutting time.
After the firemen got through with their big cutters, well, the surgeons went to work on Julio in what we said before, a very delicate surgery that took 8 hours.
And Rolanda, a 10-month-old baby girl passed among 3 babysitters and eventually abandoned behind a building in the Bronx is at least safe tonight in the care of Jacoby Hospital. Her mother, though, is in trouble, arrested by police for leaving her child allegedly to go out and to buy crack. Celestina Anjanita was charged with endangering the welfare of her child. Police are now looking for the babysitters. Families. Most often we think of them in traditional ways. That view, however, is beginning to change, along with the realization that as families change, so do their needs. A recent court decision and now an executive order proposed by Mayor Koch recognizes that unmarried and unrelated partners for life are families just like traditional ones. Tappy Phillips explains.
The mayor said his proposal was prompted out of a concern for fairness. It would affect only city employees, unmarried, straight or gay couples, or anyone sharing a household with a city employee, for example, an elderly or handicapped person. They would be entitled to share the employee's medical insurance, and if the partner died, the employee would be given bereavement leave.
If their domestic partner dies, they'll be able to take off the same amount of time that those who are now married are able to take off for their children and for their spouses.
Gay and lesbian activists are pleased with Koch's order, but because it only affects city employees, they hope eventually the private sector will follow his example.
I think people can't say anymore that the only thing that's a family is a man, a woman married in the church or state with kids. There's only 43% of the people in this country have that situation.
The mayor's move seems to be part of a trend. Los Angeles and San Francisco have similar laws, and just last week, the New York State Court of Appeals gave unmarried couples who have lived together 10 years or more the right to inherit apartment leases from one another. Mayor Koch says his plan will not be expensive. Bereavement leave costs next to nothing, and medical insurance would be negotiated in new employee contracts.
Therefore, I am not providing the health benefits. I'm saying it's a matter of collective bargaining, and if you want to expand the health benefits, then you're going to take less by way of salary increases.
The mayor's order will affect an estimated 30,000 gay and unmarried heterosexual couples. The mayor says he plans to issue his order in a couple of weeks. Tappy Phillips, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
And turning his attention to politics, the mayor tonight says he will take part in 4 debates with his rivals for the Democratic nomination. Koch says he's been invited to take part in 7 debates, but he calls them, quote, the biggest bore in the world. But Koch also says it's unacceptable not to do debates.
Tompkins Square Park has come through a trouble-free day with police making just 1 arrest. Makeshift tents are scattered around the grounds, even though a regulation forbids any kind of residential structure in city parks. Now, no attempt was made to tear down the tents today, but the park remains a battleground for city officials and advocates for the homeless who say the homeless have a right to stay there.
Far from the troubles of that park, it was a day for picnics and the beach, a summer day that meant smiles and relaxation. Jim Dolan traveled to nearby New Jersey for several attractions that brought out the best in both young and old.
The unofficial theme of today's Perth Amboy, New Jersey Waterfront Festival was ducks. How are the purple ducks selling today?
Purple's a different color. Usually the white and pink go better.
Right. But you have purple for the avant-garde of Perth Amboy.
Yes.
There were ducks made of seeds and shells and glass. Oh, and there were bats, lots of bats. There's a lot of reasons to come to these summer fairs, the chance to win things, the food, the homemade crafts. But this year there's an even better reason to come to these fairs. You gotta pick up some Batman stuff.
We have Batman keychains, Batman pins, and we have the real Batman here. Batman posters.
We need a little bit more Batman stuff in this world.
We'll have more here next time. $5 a picture!
But this little guy wanted his picture taken not with Batman, but with a teddy bear instead. Good taste. Firemen spent the day getting a suntan on the dunk tank, with none of them worrying too terribly much about getting wet.
Everybody's gonna donate.
And you've been up here for like hours with people throwing this at you.
Sure, and they've only hit me 4 times.
Nobody can throw a baseball around here?
No, we have.
I have some like this.
Well, you just wear them around the house, though, right?
No, I go out. No.
Really? You go out in public in these, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, in any event, shorts were the right choice for the weather, which was perfect for getting out and getting down. Jim Dolan, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
And it promises to be another steamy summer day as we head back to work tomorrow. Stormfield will join us in just a few minutes with his forecast for the week.
And let's hope he has some good news.
We do.
When we return on Eyewitness News, more violence in Israel as another victim of that terror attack on a bus is buried.
And what will Jack Kemp, Oprah Winfrey, and Dan Quayle all be doing at the same conference?